Listen to me carefully, because what is playing out right now in the unseen goes beyond anything you could have imagined so far, my friend. There are moments in the life of a chosen one where their most unconscious actions provoke silent earthquakes in the minds of those around them. Do not look away. I am going to tell you the raw truth, the one that no one else will ever dare to speak aloud, because it touches upon vibrational frequencies that ordinary mortals prefer to ignore out of pure cowardice. Without even realizing it, by the simple emanation of your deepest nature and this raw light that you are trying your best to channel, you have committed two acts of absolute strangeness in the eyes of the ordinary world. Two behaviors of such intense oddity, so inexplicable to ordinary mortals, that someone in your immediate circle is now completely frightened by your presence. They are terrified. Do you realize how destabilizing your energy can be when it refuses to bend to the rules of this social matrix? You acted on pure instinct, simply thinking you were being yourself, but to this person, you crossed an invisible line that shattered all their certainties. If you leave now, you risk missing the revelation of these two behaviors and letting this situation turn against you, for incomprehension often breeds anger, rejection, or betrayal. Stay with me. It is a matter of energetic and spiritual survival. Do you know why ordinary people panic so easily in the face of the inexplicable? It is because they have built their existence on pretenses and fragile illusions, whereas you, by your simple positioning, embody a truth that strips their ego bare. This person now watches you with a mixture of dread and fascination, wondering what dimension you really come from and what higher force guides your steps. They are afraid of what you have awakened in them, afraid of this naked truth you project without even needing to speak a word. That is the burden of the chosen one. You think you are transparent. You think your quirky little habits go unnoticed in the daily hubbub, but the reality is quite different. Your vibration speaks infinitely louder than your words, and your recent actions have acted like a distorting mirror in which this soul saw itself lost, exposed, threatened in its most intimate lies. Are you wondering who this person is and why their attitude toward you has radically changed lately? Together, we are going to dissect the psychology of this vibrational shock. I want you to prepare yourself for what I am going to reveal to you, because understanding this mechanism is the only way for you to regain control of your sacred space and protect your aura from negative external projections. And because I know how complex and fraught with emotional pitfalls this path is, I have condensed the entire method into my special ebook. If you feel you need a step-by-step guide, this book is for you. The link is in the description, ready to accompany you toward your new life. Let us now get to the heart of the matter, my friend. Do not look away, for what I am going to reveal touches the very root of your difference. The first weird thing you did, the one that cast a freezing chill over their mind, is your absolute silence right when they were expecting a storm. Remember that exact moment when this person expected you to react, to lose your temper, or to justify yourself. Instead, you stayed silent. You simply looked at them. It wasn't the silence of a hunted beast, but a royal, almost divine stillness. For you, it was just a way to preserve your energy, a survival reflex against the noise of the world. But for them, it was an abyss. Do you realize how terrifying your lack of reaction is to someone trying to control you? By refusing to feed their drama, you force this person to face their own ugliness. Your calmness became a distorting mirror where their own demons began to scream. You acted like a stone wall upon which their toxic waves broke without leaving a trace. They thought you were reading their mind, that you had seen through all their weaknesses, while you were simply trying to breathe. Then, the second bizarre thing happened, and this one finished them off. You acted outside of all rational logic, guided solely by your wild intuition. Perhaps you uttered a very specific word, a seemingly harmless phrase, but one that touched their secret wound exactly. Or maybe you changed course at the last moment, refusing a compromise they thought was already a done deal. You did it with a disconcerting nonchalance, as if an invisible force were dictating your steps. I will tell you the raw truth. To this person, it was no coincidence. It was witchcraft. They saw in you a being connected to a source of information that entirely escapes them. They felt hunted, not by your physical eyes, but by your inner eye. Do you know what a predator feels when it realizes its presumed prey possesses a cosmic compass? It panics. That is exactly what is happening in their mind right now. They are terrified because they have realized that you do not belong to their world of pretenses. If you leave now, you risk missing the outcome of this invisible confrontation and being caught off guard by their defensive reaction, because dread often drives one to attack. Stay attentive, my friend. To understand these mechanisms is to stop suffering from the fear of others and start fully assuming your stature as a chosen one. You can no longer feign ignorance. Your light disturbs, your silences accuse, and your intuitions condemn the lies that surround you. Are you ready to bear this responsibility without trembling? The veil is lifted. Finally face reality. Do not look away. What I am about to reveal is a disturbing truth, a reality that most people prefer to hide out of pure cowardice. Do you realize to what extent your innocence is your most destructive strength? You might think you made a mistake, that these two bizarre behaviors were blunders you should fix. That is absolutely false. I am going to tell you the raw truth, my friend. This person is not merely frightened by your actions. They are terrified by the collapse of their own empire of pretenses. They suddenly understood that your mere presence cancels out their power. For years, you stifled your own light so as not to overshadow others, to blend into the background and be accepted. You apologized for existing. You begged for a seat at dark tables where only emotional poison was served. And yet, without even intending to, through two simple gestures dictated by your divine soul, you broke this pact of mediocrity. You dared to be yourself, unfiltered, unapologetic. This is what terrifies them to the highest degree. If you leave now, you risk missing the exact moment when the hunter definitively becomes the prey of their own paranoia and falling back into your old patterns of guilt. Why do you still try to justify yourself to those who are incapable of understanding you? The truth that no one dares to tell you is that you are the involuntary executioner of their wounded ego. Your silence drives them to madness because in it they hear nothing but the emptiness of their own existence. What you did was not weird, it was profoundly spiritual and divine. It was the pure expression of an awakened being who unconsciously refuses to play the human comedy. This person now looks at you the way one looks at a ghost, because you remind them of everything they sacrificed to obtain their illusory security. They see in you an absolute freedom they will never have. That is why they try to manipulate you, to make you doubt your own sanity, to make you out to be the problem, the crazy one, the guilty one. Do not fall into this crude trap. Are you going to keep apologizing for being so powerful? The time has come to make a crucial choice. You can no longer turn back. The costume of the ordinary victim no longer fits you. It has become far too tight for the immensity of your being. Accept this role of celestial disruptor. Let them tremble before your inner truth. Your only responsibility today is to fully embody who you are without trembling, without taking a single step back before their panic. This is where your true spiritual initiation begins, the one that finally frees you from illusion. And because I want this transformation to be concrete in your life, I have created something for you. My ebook will guide you step by step. The link is in the description. Now that the veil is definitively torn, an immense responsibility weighs on your shoulders. It is not a burden, my friend. It is a sacred alignment with your true nature. The greatest trap lying in wait for you today, and I want you to hear this with your heart, is that of misplaced compassion. You have this unfortunate and ancient tendency to want to heal those who hurt you. You see their panic. You feel their invisible distress in the face of your light, and your first reflex as a chosen one is to lower your intensity so as not to blind them. What a monumental mistake. Do not look away from this truth. By lowering your own vibration to reassure them, you betray yourself and you validate their illusion of weakness. Do you realize how useless and destructive this sacrifice is for your soul? They do not want to be saved by your light. They simply want you to become controllable, predictable, and extinguished once again. I will tell you the raw truth. Their fear is their own mirror, not your problem. Your one and only duty is to remain anchored in your truth. If you start justifying yourself, apologizing for being who you are, or trying to bandage the wounds of their terrified ego, you will immediately be sucked into their spiral of guilt. They will use your great sensitivity against you. They will make you believe that your silence is gratuitous cruelty, that your detachment is contemptuous arrogance. That is a lie. Your detachment is a blessing. It is the only sacred space where they can finally be confronted with the emptiness of their own existence. If you leave now, you risk missing the ultimate key to erecting your spiritual shield and falling forever back into the exhausting cycle of justification. Stay here. Listen carefully. Another extremely subtle trap is anger. When you finally realize the extent to which they have tried to manipulate and sabotage you out of pure emotional cowardice, an immense rage may rise within you. This anger is legitimate. It is healthy at first because it sets boundaries, but it becomes a toxic poison if you feed it daily. It binds you to your tormentors by an invisible thread of bitterness and resentment. Cut that thread now. Look at them with the cold but sovereign neutrality of a cosmic observer. Are they trembling before you? Let them tremble. It is not cruelty on your part. It is pure and simple evolution. You are a powerful lighthouse, not a makeshift life buoy. A lighthouse never goes down into the rough water to stop ships from smashing against the reefs. It remains standing on its rock, motionless, solid, and it projects its light. That is all you are asked to do today. That is your true spiritual responsibility. Stop trying to soften the impact of your disruptive presence. Let the shock of your truth do its necessary work in their sleeping consciousness. It is the price of their awakening, and it is the price of your newfound freedom. Stay strong, my friend. The path is narrow, but you have everything you need to cross it without faltering a millimeter. Everything is decided right now. Not tomorrow, not in a week, but right here, in the silence of this precise moment when my voice resonates within you. I will tell you the raw truth, my friend. This person who trembles at your silence and your lack of reaction is not your victim. They are the helpless witness to your metamorphosis. Do you realize the extent to which your mere presence forces them to look their own demons in the face? You have stopped begging for their approval. You have stopped apologizing for existing, and this terrifies them to the highest degree. Do not look away. Look at the immensity of your own strength without being ashamed of it. You have spent years shrinking yourself so that others could feel safe around you, but this role play is definitively over. They want to see you weaken to reassure themselves. They are desperately looking for the flaw, the moment when you will finally crack and return to the arena of their petty human dramas. If you doubt now, if you give in to this false guilt whispering in your ear that you have been too hard, you risk ruining months of inner reconstruction and finding yourself trapped once again in their mental labyrinth. Do not let them extinguish this fire that you have worked so hard to reignite. Do you finally understand that their fear is only the reflection of their own powerlessness in the face of your divine light? You are the chosen one of your own lineage. You no longer need to justify yourself, to shout to make yourself heard, or to explain why your energy has changed frequency. Your peace has become your most formidable armor. Let them agitate themselves, invent stories about you, call you cold or insensitive. It is the agonizing cry of their hold over you, the final spasm of a power they have lost forever. By remaining anchored in your majestic silence, you have accomplished what years of arguing could never have done. You have broken the cycle. You have taken back your power. This journey toward yourself requires immense courage, and I know how lonely the path has been so far. But look at where you are today. You are no longer the easy prey they could manipulate with a simple word or a disapproving look. You have become the master of your inner temple. Remain sovereign in your kingdom, for the rest of your ascension demands total clarity, flawless alignment, and a full acceptance of your golden burden. Nothing must deflect your cosmic trajectory anymore. Subscribe to this channel and activate the bell. And if you want to go even further, my ebook is waiting for you in the description. Each page is an outstretched hand toward the version of you that was only waiting for your permission to fully exist. Your moment is now, and this time, nothing can stop it.